Have you ever felt guilty for moving on after loss, for finding happiness again? Claire did. 2 years after losing Mark, a new spark ignited with David. Tonight, she faced a second first kiss. Will she embrace a new love? Or will the weight of the past hold her back? Watch to discover how Claire navigates love, loss, and the freedom to live again. Claire stood on her porch as twilight painted the sky in soft hues of lavender and rose, a gentle breeze whispering through the trees. Tonight was a night of firsts, and her heart fluttered with both excitement and a deep, familiar unease. 2 years had passed since Mark's death, and tonight she was going on a date with David. The evening unfolded, with surprising lightness filled with shared laughter and thoughtful silences, as Claire found herself enjoying David's company. They talked for hours and shared their stories over steaming cups of coffee, and she felt a warmth she hadn't felt in what seemed like a lifetime. As the evening drew to a close, David walked Claire back to her door, the porch light casting a soft glow around them. He paused, his eyes meeting hers, and leaned in slightly, a silent question in his gaze. A wave of anxiety washed over Claire. As David's face drew closer, the ghost of memories and unspoken vows rising like a phantom wall. Her mind raced with doubts, filling her with a guilt so heavy it felt as if she were betraying a sacred trust. Instead of a kiss on her lips, David's gentle touch landed softly on her cheek, his eyes filled with an understanding that eased her racing heart. He seemed to sense her inner turmoil, and his respect was a balm to her wounded soul. "Good night, Claire," David whispered softly, his voice a comforting balm, before turning and disappearing into the night, leaving Claire alone with her swirling thoughts. As the door clicked shut behind her, Claire sank onto the sofa, the silence of her home amplifying the storm raging within her. Guilt washed over her, as if she had betrayed a sacred trust. Closing her eyes tightly, Claire braced herself for the familiar ache of Mark's disappointed face. But instead, a different memory emerged, clear and vivid, cutting through the darkness of her guilt. Mark, frail and pale, in his hospital bed, his hand gripping hers with unexpected strength, his eyes filled with a fierce love that transcended even death. "Press me, you'll live a big life, Claire," he had whispered, his voice thin but filled with unwavering conviction. "Don't let my ending be yours." His words struck her with the force of a revelation, echoing through the years and piercing the fog of her guilt, showing her the path she had been too afraid to see. Her guilt, she realized, wasn't honoring Mark, it was trapping her, caging her spirit, when he had wanted her to soar, to embrace life without him. She had been so afraid of moving forward that she had forgotten the very reason to do so, to live fully, to love deeply, and to find happiness again, just as Mark had wished for her. Tears blurred her vision, but as she opened her eyes, something inside her had shifted. A heavy burden lifted, replaced by a lightness she hadn't felt in what seemed like forever. She picked up her phone, her fingers trembling as she typed a simple message to David, a message of apology, a message of hope, a message of possibility. "I'm sorry I was nervous. I had a wonderful time," she typed, each word a small step toward healing and a second chance at love. The guilt didn't disappear entirely, but it softened, becoming a quiet reminder of a love so strong that it could encourage new beginnings, not just mournful endings. Claire stood up, feeling more alive than she had in years, her heart filled with a quiet hope that had long been dormant. The porch was no longer a place of hesitation, but a threshold to tomorrow, a gateway to a life where joy could grow without shame. The threshold to a future where forgiveness could bloom alongside hope, where love could be celebrated again, not mourned. From that night forward, Claire allowed herself to step gently into the light of a second first kiss, embracing the possibility of a new love. Knowing that, honoring the past and embracing the future could live hand in hand, her heart was finally at peace, the guilt replaced by a quiet sense of gratitude. She learned that grief wasn't a prison, but a passage, a journey that led to unexpected joys and newfound strengths. Embracing the knowledge that loving again didn't diminish the love she had for Mark, but rather expanded her heart to hold even more. She discovered that life was a tapestry woven with threads of sorrow and joy, loss and love, each colour adding depth and richness to the overall design. And in the end, Claire found that her second first kiss was not a betrayal, but a testament to the enduring power of love, a beacon of hope shining brightly in the darkness. Her journey reminded everyone that it's okay to move on, to find love after loss, and that honouring a loved one means living life to the fullest. Allowing oneself to embrace new beginnings doesn't erase the past, but celebrates the human spirit's ability to heal and find joy again. So, let the second first kiss be a reminder that love is a continuous journey, not a destination, and that every moment is an opportunity to embrace life with open arms. And so they lived happily ever after, cherishing the memories of the past while embracing the boundless possibilities of the future together.